Welcome to Adventures and Pop-Ups. I am Rachel. This is Blake. This is where you come for tips and tricks, hacks and mods, campsite reviews. We're doing a campsite review right now. Where do we go?
Big Lagoon.
Big Lagoon
State Park. Another state park. We love state parks.
Yeah, we do.
This time we are at Big Lagoon State Park in Florida. It's right on the Gulf.
Pensacola,
Florida. Yep, but it's kind of outside Pensacola.
Yeah, it is.
It's like a 30 minute drive to Pensacola.
It's considered Pensacola, but there's is that where it was Mobile Bay?
Yeah, Mobile Bay. It's on the outside. We'll show you a picture.
Check out our adventure, and we'll be right back with you with a campsite review.
So, Big Lagoon State Park, we pulled in after about a 4.5-5 hour drive. Not too bad, because we came from Mississippi. Southern Mississippi. So, Twiddly Branch to Big Lagoon, down there on the Gulf. And our campsite was nice and rigged. Campsite hosts were very nice, and they just do a good job cleaning up. We were right next to the playground, which was great, and we were backed up to a nice little hill.
Brand new playground.
Brand new.
It was not on the map. It was not on the Google Images. It was brand new.
Brand spanking new.
Right there. And
maybe 1 year old.
And it was very private. It had lots of bushes and like a hill and what some smaller people in our family called secret passageways or trails to the playground and around. Secret passageways. Very cool.
Yep. Very cool. Not too hard backing in. It was a little unlevel. Had to do a little digging, and it worked out great though. I got pretty level there, and we looked at some other spots when we were booking, and they were way off. Anyways, our spot was great. It was a little small, but we moved the picnic table. We made it our own, and it worked out great. Had my favorite meal there, the grilled chicken Italian
chicken, favorite.
If you don't know about that, tell them the recipe.
Well, we have a whole video. We have tons of videos actually with recipes, but let me just tell you, all I do is I buy whatever kind of chicken I want, and then I freeze it in Ziploc or vacuum seal with Italian salad dressing that I add a little sugar to, sweeten it up. Just a little bit. Then that way it marinates while it's freezing, it marinates while it's thawing, and it is so good. Everyone in our family loves it. Might be everyone's favorite, actually. What else did we do?
We celebrated my birthday down there.
Yes, went to the shrimp basket.
Went out for some all-you-can-eat shrimp and fish, and it was delicious. Shrimp basket. If you haven't been there, you need to go.
And it was about 10 minutes from Big Lagoon, and then right across the street there was a public access beach, and we went across the street, watched the sunset.
Perfect.
It was gorgeous. It was a little cold.
A little windy and cold, yep. When that sun goes down, and if that wind's going, it's springtime, so...
one really cool thing about the campground as well, as we were backing in and setting up, we said, go play at the playground, kids. Well, next thing you know, they're going down a boardwalk trail, and they found an alligator.
They found one.
Not anywhere that he could eat our children. We went down and we're like, come back to the playground. But it was
around.
It was really cool. He was like down below in the water, and you're like up on a boardwalk that had fencing and all that.
Yeah.
Now
10 feet, 12 feet away or so.
A lot of the stuff was closed because of Hurricane Sally. That was like 2 years ago, year and a half ago. She said the person that checked us in said there's been a long waiting list of all the damage and people needing repairs. So a lot of the trails were closed, but we were still able to do some of it, and we enjoyed ourselves quite a bit. We went to the beach, went to several beaches.
This is a blooper right now. Our daughter is singing her heart out.
So there's a national seashore, and that was really cool. It was beautiful. It does cost money to get in. However, and I think it was no dogs, right? That was a no dog thing.
No dogs.
Be careful if you're bringing your dogs. Research ahead of time, which we did, where you're allowed to bring your dog. They have actual dog beaches. We did try one. It was fine, but it was windy and cold, and we were ready to go at that point. But the National Seashore, if you have an American Beautiful Pass, it will get you into the National Seashore as well. So we bought ours for the summer ahead of time so that we could use it at that thing. And it was gorgeous.
Bonus.
It was huge beach. There was pavilion areas, grilling areas, bathrooms. It was nice.
Big, nice facilities. Yeah. There's a lot to explore. They had it kind of, you had to walk or bike or something if you wanted to get down there. I think there was a fort down at the end of that one too.
That was closed.
It was closed, but there was one. One day we decided we wanted to go to visit Fort Pickens, and it's kind of, 35, 45 minutes or an hour?
Like 50 plus minutes.
Yeah, so we went for a big drive.
We had to drive all the way around Mobile Bay to get there. Looks close on the map, but it's not.
Anyways, about, I don't know, we get there and they got the road blocked off, and we're wondering why we're seeing so many campers.
Yeah, so many campers.
We're like, my gosh, they must be leaving Fort Pickens because there's a campground back there. And sure enough, they closed the campground because the road's going to flood. They're preparing for a storm. The storm that just came through, and tornadoes hit Texas and New Orleans, and I guess even in the Alabama Bay.
In our area.
There was somewhere not too far from where we were. We were kind of on the outside of the danger zone, just on the border. So, but there was a beautiful park, couple of playgrounds and a dog park area thing right there, and so
souvenir shop.
And souvenir shop. Yeah, we went to, what was that?
Alvin's Island.
You have memory better than me now. Alvin's Island. Cork pop guns. If you know what we're talking about, smash that like button.
So this storm, we were a little worried. Our weather, there was at least 4 different alerts. Alert, high winds, high surf, this, that, the other. The ones that concerned us were large hail, tornado. We're like, okay. So we got a little more information from the camp host. He was telling us how safe the bathhouses are, and I totally believe him. They have 10...
It's gone through several hurricanes.
It's been through multiple hurricanes. It would have been totally safe, but praise the Lord, we did not have to spend the night in the bathhouse. I checked the weather, and anytime the storm woke us up in the night, I checked the weather, and it was saying just regular thunderstorm, and so we never did have to go to the bathhouse, and I was very thankful for
couple of good downpours and lightnings. And
yeah, if you do find yourself in a bad storm, know where to go, because obviously a pop-up camper or any camper is not the right place for you to be if there's going to be any kind of danger. So if we felt at all in danger, we would have been down in that bathhouse.
Yeah, big heavy trees, I'd be wanting to get out of my camper.
Yes. So that was our last night there, and then the next morning we actually packed up camp a lot before the storm, because we were like, I don't want to pack up with all this wet in the morning. So we had like a lot of stuff packed up. It made it easier to leave in the morning, of course. Then, on our way out, we got information about the Blue Angels practicing. And so one of our fellow campers, who also had a pop-up camper, they were telling us you go to the Walmart parking lot or the Target parking lot. Mm-hmm. You'll know when you're there, because there were all these people.
Everyone knows.
Everyone was there to watch the Blue Angels practice. There is a naval museum there. It is closed to the public. So at this time, because of COVID.
But not to...
If you have a military member in your family or a veteran, that kind of stuff,
person,
then you can go. But we are not that special. But we got to see the Blue Angels practice.
It pays to serve.
Yes. Thank you, by the way.
Yeah, thanks.
For all our service members.
All of our service members out there, families in the service, go ahead, drop that like button. Let us know what branch. We love you. We appreciate you.
And if you've been to the aviation museum.
And have you been there?
So the Blue Angels were very cool.
Oh yeah, very.
We did that after checkout.
Loud.
Worked out perfect.
And they come in close too.
They do.
They know you're watching, so they kind of put on a show for you.
It was cool. Everybody was just like, wow. Except for Kona, our dog, was a little nervous about the loudness, and she kept trying to get in the camper. Yeah. She was like, get me out of here. And we're like, it's closed, honey. So we put her back in the vehicle. But we really enjoyed our time here. I definitely wouldn't mind going back someday. It is quite a hike, of course, from central Illinois. Mm-hmm. But it was lovely. I would have loved to have better weather. It was windy and cool, like mid-60s were the tops. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it ever got to 70 while we were there. But it was lovely. It was warmer than home. And it was a good spring break.
Yep. And then we went to Lambert's after the Blue Angels.
Yes, that wasn't too far away, and on our way to our next location, which will be in the next video.
So stay tuned.
Stay tuned, hit the subscribe. Thanks for watching, and happy camping.
Happy camping. It was warm, it was windy, it was a little cold in the pool. But...
What? Blake, there's no pool. This is Big Lagoon.
Okay.